get out of it saying you're going. Why the hell don't you go? Go for good and leave me in peace.
Rates, gas, electricity. All final demands.
One final demand I await with pleasure. The last judgment. And you'll be judged as well as me, you stale fish. That was £7 and 12 hours of oblivion. Perhaps they've come to cut something off. Your head, I hope.
Oh.
Yes?
I was wondering...
Yes?
Whether you were having any trouble with your water.
Water is something that has never troubled me.
No. No. That was just an excuse, of course. I have been a marriage guidance counsellor and a Samaritan, if I could help at all. No!
Just to pay for the one you broke.
Mrs. Locke, I have a friend in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Will you get the hell out of here? Don't be a Samaritan to the strippers in Soho.
I've done my best to be understanding, Mr. Locke, but really these rows are quite intolerable. I shall make a complaint to the landlord.
What did I keep them for? Mementos of mediocrity. They say success has to be paid for. Failure comes a bit more expensive.
And I have to pay for your failure.
Richard Mellor. Oh, Dickie. Damn his guts. Will you shut up?
Damn travel agents, photographers, damn PAs, damn PROs, and damn all the jerks who can't keep a deadline. You haven't done much today, have you?
Well, moving these stones does my back in.
If you went to the osteopath, whose name, address, and telephone number I gave you, you wouldn't have a bad back.
I don't want an osteopath. I just want 5 minutes peace, please, Melissa.
You've had a whole day's peace while I've been seeing 20 dumb models. Oh, and fixing the air ticket. The hotel. The Italian PR is an absolute idiot, checking to see if I can get 40 dresses through customs in Rome. Make sure I've got the hairdresser I want and not his stand-in. Why the hell do you still read Variety? Think you're going to make Broadway?
Nostalgia, my love. I did make Toronto once.
Where did you put my clothes?
Clothes?
My dry cleaning.
Oh, God.
Oh, that means you haven't collected it. It's too late. They're closed now.
Well, look, I'll go first thing tomorrow morning.
I leave the house at 8. That means I've got to go shopping when I get there or boil in wool in Rome.
I'm sorry, my mind was on other things. Yes, I've got to go to the theatre now, too.
Now, what for? It's early.
Well, we have an equity meeting. As I haven't told you, the show closes on Saturday. And it's most unlikely we'll get paid.
When did you last get paid for anything?
It's rough on the others, that's all. Because they are not subsidised by wives who fly first class to boil in wool in Rome.
What time is the night boat to Dublin? Yes, I said Dublin. And what train from London would connect with that? Is that the first train? And what time does that arrive in Dublin? Right, thank you.
Gus?
Dickie.
Good Lord. Do you still live over there?
Yes.
Still full of actors?
Well, there's one or two of us left.
Are you off somewhere?
Yes.
Where?
Paris.
What, for a dirty weekend?
One of the Puritan English would describe a lover's meeting as a dirty weekend. No, those days are over, dear boy.
When do you go?
Well, I've got a couple of hours to kill before I check in at the airport.
Oh, because I was just going down the road for a snifter.
Ah, my local pub. Yes. Well, I can do with a drink.
Oh, good.
Is this your car?
Yes, it was a present from Melissa a few years back.
Oh, my God. Melissa. I think I need that drink.
It's nice to see you. Because we never made this, did we, Gus?
I carried a spear here once.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm working down the road, actually.
Ah. But not that play that...
Got the worst notices I've read in 30 years, yes. Yes, we close on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I didn't see your name outside the theatre.
No, well, I've only got a very, very small part, you know. And, I'm understudying as well. Were we bad, or was it just bad luck that our names aren't up there?
Fergus Lock in King Lear.
Yes. Richard Miller in Pygmalion. I think I was a rather good Professor Higgins. In New Zealand.
The hell you need to play big parts. I've heard that Melissa's whatever the female of a tycoon is.
Or tycoonette. Oh, yes, she's got a chain of boutiques from here to Miami.
So why don't you sit back and pack it in?
Well, because... because I think she's left me, Gus. She's gone to do a fashion show in Rome. And she's got a chap there, I know that. And I don't expect her back. She will settle in some tax haven somewhere with her gigolo. Everything's in her name. All I've got is a car. So I'm an understudy. I'm out of work now, too.
Well, if I'd known, I'd have called you. Even after 25 years.
What, sympathy?
No, no. Satisfaction. Because you bastard, you took her from me.
Yes, if it hadn't been for that, we might have stayed friends. I've often missed you, Gus. We'd have rambled on like old hams do, about theatrical digs and disastrous tours.
Yes, playing in, oh, do you remember now? What the hell was the name of the play? End of the Brighton Pier.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it was the middle of a force-8 gale.
Yeah, waves coming through the wings.
Yeah, and I had to say the line, "It's so quiet up here."
And we both collapsed.
Yeah. So did the audience.
All 6. 2 more, Kathleen. And I'll have a pack of those cigars.
Let's sit down, shall we? Is that pub time or real time?
That's right by the radio.
Only in a Puritan country like England would they set pub clocks 5 minutes fast to make you drink up sooner. Oh, sorry. Water.
What, sorry?
I said, did you want water?
Oh, yes, please. So, what have you been up to lately?
Oh, walk-ons in TV, you know. I model a bit now. Clothes for the older man, you know, insurance ads. Plan for a happy retirement. I should hate your guts.
Well, time cures all things, so they say.
25 years. Haven't stopped me loving Melissa. Ah, well, a woman is only a woman, but a good cigar is a smoke.
Oh, was that from some play we were in? Sounds like Noel Coward.
No. It's Rudyard Kipling.
Could I pinch one?
Help yourself.
Thank you. Do you remember the old story about the 2 girls? One says to the other, "Do you like Kipling?" And the other one says, "Well, I don't know. I haven't done it yet." Do you remember the lovely Noel Coward story? He was rehearsing some romantic piece of his, and the ingenue was a girl called Maureen Klopp. So when Noel saw the proofs of the bills, he took her aside and he said, darling, you're a lovely girl in a lovely play, but I really can't have my name on the bill with someone called Maureen Klopp. So go away, darling, and come back tomorrow and tell me some nice new ethereal name you've found for yourself, you see." So she went home, came back the following day. And Noel said, "Have you found that name, darling?" And she said, "Yes." So Noel said, "Tell me." And so she said, "Diana Klopp."
Yes, I remember. Did you know him, Dickie?
No.
Then why do you call him Noel?
Oh, God, Gus. It's an old actor's habit. We all do it.
How was the marriage?
There was a boy and a girl.
Oh. And where are they?
The boy's in New York. And the girl does some sort of work with children. I've rather lost touch with him.
Doesn't sound as though the love match worked out.
Well, I never made it as an actor, and Melissa was a great success. You know, she got in on the 60s boom, and then she went in for ethnic stuff, caftans and all that. And then she made workman's overalls the rage. So now there are girls all over the world walking around with the label Melissa on their bottoms. Whatever happened to that ghastly girl she went to art school with? Short legs and freckles and screwed back hair. Do you remember? She was dumpy and had to have every joke explained to her twice. God, she was awful. Smelt like the inside of a tart's handbag. What was her name?
Audrey?
Oh, yes. Yes. Whatever happened to her? Did she ever get anywhere?
No, not far. She married me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God, that was funny. I I wish I'd heard that description all those years ago when I asked her to marry me. On the reap, when you stole Melissa.
Gus.
Oh, yes, you did, you devious bloody liar. And the pair of you like burglars who mess up the carpets. You messed up my life. 2 more, Kathleen.
No, this is my round.
Buy it, then.
The same again, please. How was your marriage?
Bust, like yours. We couldn't have children. Then she found out that I was chronically unfaithful. So she took to religion and illness. When she wasn't in church, she was in hospital.
Cool. Well, Melissa was always doing the place up. If we weren't converting the attic, we had to have a patio. It was yesterday. With unpaid labor, mine.
Melissa was... And I've known a few. The most beautiful woman, dressed or undressed, I have ever seen. You know who she reminds me of? No? You know what reminds me of her? Every time I see a picture of Marilyn Monroe, the hair that was blonde without being blonded, the vulnerable red mouth that was like a kiss without being kissed. Has she changed much?
She was rich enough not to change.
Oh. Bloody hell, with her, my whole life might have been different. Work, sex, and everything.
Gus, that's fantasy.
So what are you going to do when your show closes?
Take a break. On what's left in our joint account. Go back to where I grew up, Suffolk, Norfolk. Find a pub somewhere.
Now some traffic news. The M1 between junctions 4 and 5.
Yes, Audrey and I used to go cruising on the Norfolk roads. We'd hire a boat, you know. It's a boring, flat country. Too much water.
The body of Mrs. Audrey Locke, savagely battered, has been found in an apartment overlooking St. Martin's Lane. Police say it might not have been discovered for weeks if tenants living below had not seen bloodstains on their ceiling. The police wish to interview Mrs. Locke's husband, Fergus Locke, described as an actor and mayor.
Mother God.
Over by the bar. Quick, move. Come on, Paul, get over there. Come on.
Gus, you're not the kind of chap who carries a gun. That's not real.
It's real, all right. You know when I got it? When you ran off with Melissa. Don't move, Kathleen. I didn't come in here for the pleasure of your company. I thought if anything goes wrong, you might help me with an alibi. And now it has gone wrong. Stay where you are, Kathleen. I wouldn't want to shoot a girl from Galway.
Mr. Murphy! Mr. Murphy! He's that murderer!
Give him a chance. He never had a chance in all his life.
Mr. Murphy! Mr. Murphy!
Come on, I never make it. Come on, I gotta be on that boat. I gotta be on that boat tonight. Come on. hell are the police doing here?
Fergus. Oh. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fergus.